Good morning, children. Yes, all my beautiful, dazzling, smart ones of KTech. I welcome you all to online session of KTech High School and Junior College. And this is your teacher, Nafisa Edenwala. Children, today we are going to do a beautiful topic from your grammar. And to tell you, without this topic, your English language is lifeless. So you must be wondering, how can that be possible? So today, children, we are going to do figures of speech. Now, what is the other name of figure of speech? Figurative language. But to understand this, we also should know the difference between literal and figurative language, right? We always compare two things. Why we are saying this is beautiful language? Why we are saying that our English language is lifeless? So we must understand the difference between the literal language, that is the one we write, when we write your answers, when people communicate in business, right? So what is the difference? Why this language is a life of a English? So first of all, let us see some beautiful thing about it. Now, children, what do you see here? A tree which is standing tall, having fruits, flowers, very healthy, right? And its roots, right? Now you must be teaching. My teacher is out of her mind. We are doing English and she's teaching us science. But children, it is related. Now, to have a strong and vast tree, strong, vast, healthy tree, what has to be very strong? Roots, right? The same thing implies with our language. To make your language strong, children, you must have a strong base of grammar. That is, your roots has to be strong. Now, do you understand why did I put up this tree? Okay. So we are going to first understand what is the difference between figurative language and a literal language. Now, the words literal and figurative. Now, children, if you open your dictionary or you search through Google the meaning of these two words, literal and figurative, it literal will say what its meaning. That is a language in which the word or a language you are writing is a literal language, right? Whatever which is being said is meant as per the words being used, right? But when you search through Google or in a dictionary, right, typing the word as figurative, it will show what? Drawing a mental picture of whatever is being said. Means a mental picture is created in your mind, which helps to convey the message very faster, and the message is conveyed very effectively, and the message is also conveyed vividly. So three things you have to remember: effective, quick, and vivid with figurative language. Now let's move further, children. Yes. Now see, if I am seeing this literal, what are you reading it? Bolt ran very fast in the race. It's a simple language statement in a literal. He is running, that means he ran very fast. But when I put the same thing in a figurative language, I will say Bolt ran like a cheetah in the race. So what is a figure formed in your mind? A mental figure? Cheetah. Cheetah is the fastest running animal. So the running of Bolt is compared to the running of cheetah. Isn't it? The message conveyed is quick, fast, and vivid? Yes. So here we are comparing two things, right? Cheetah, and who is the fastest runner, and Bolt, who is also running very fast. So, and that is the figure of figurative language or figure of speech. Now, one more thing. When you speak, Bolt ran very fast is a simple language, right? But when you say Bolt ran fast like a cheetah, means it beautifies your sentence. So, one more thing we can come to it, that figure of speech or a figurative language beautifies our language, right? It's a decorative language. One word, decorative language. So, you have to learn these new words, children. Now, let's move further. Examples of literal and figurative. This briefcase weighs a lot. Okay, it's a statement. बहुत वजनदार है briefcase. His mind is very cool. His mind is very cool, मतलब very ठंडा. But when I'm using a figurative language, a decorative language to beautify my sentence, I will say, this bag weighs a ton. Ton is a was measuring unit, वजन. जो 1 किलो का वजन, जो आप लोग बोलते हो ना, वो ग्रोसरी वाला 1 किलो का वो डालता है, फिर he measures your fruits and vegetables. So that ton is a measuring unit. That means the heaviness of a bag is compared to a ton. That means it is very, very heavy. So it beautifies my sentence. And a mental picture is created in your mind is what? That this bag is really very heavy, right? Second, his mind is as cool as cucumber. Now, here also, children, coolness, okay. But coolness uh, is compared to what? Cucumber. Now, I can give a simple example. Suppose you are out in sun and it was very hot, scorching heat. When you come home, you remove one cucumber from your fridge, cuts 2 slices, and put on your eyes. What will it happen? It will give you a cooling effect and it will bring down all the heat from your body and you will feel fresh. So, by nature, children, cucumber is very cool. So, the mind is compared to the coolness of a mind is compared to cucumber. Now let's see, when do we use these languages? Now literal language we use when we are doing highly technical work like in business, correspondence, offices, right? But figurative language normally, which is a decorative language, I'm repeatedly telling this, it is used by normally by authors and poets when they write plays, dramas, and poems because it beautifies. Why? Because an author or a poetess wants that when you read their work, a mental picture is created in your mind, right? A mental figure of a particular substance when you read. It is like a movie where that should run in your mind when you are reading their work. Next, children. So today we are going to do 9 figure of speech. In this term, we are going to do 9 figure of speech. The important ones I'll be doing. That is simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, apostrophe, oxymoron, onomatopoeia, and children, 2 figure of speech I've written in black. That is repetition and alliteration. Why? So, it is because it is giving some rhythmic effect. Rhythm, rhyming. So that is why they are different and thoda hatke. And it's very easy to understand. Now let's start with figure of speech. What is figure of speech? It is a figurative language in which the message conveyed is quick, effective, and vivid. So now we all got it. What is figure of speech? It is a figurative language, or you can say a decorative language, or a beautiful language in which the message conveyed is very quick, effective, and vivid. And one more thing, a mental picture is created in one's mind. Let's do some figure of speech with examples. The first figure of speech we are going to do today is simile. Now, simile is a figure of speech where you compare two things. The subject is compared to other things, someone or something, by using as, like, and so. See the example? Our soldiers are as brave as lions. Here, the soldiers are compared to lion. But how is that possible? Here, something which is common is what? Bravery. So the braveness of a soldier is compared to the bravery of lion. So lion symbolizes strength, strong, right? So even our soldiers are like that. So here the soldiers are compared to lion. The way the lion fights bravely, the same way our soldiers fight bravely on borders to protect us. Next, children. I've already done that. Our soldiers are as brave as lion. Now we move on to the second statement or a sentence. She is like an angel. Now, she means a girl, right? Like an angel. So the girl is compared to an angel. So what a vivid picture is created in your mind about a beautiful angel who is calm, serene, right? Beautiful picture. So the and very innocent. So all this quality is in a girl who is like an angel. So the girl is compared to an angel. Now with so, when we are using word so, love is patient and so is my mother. Now here patient means not the one who is admitted to the hospital, children. Sick, no. Patient means sabra. Have patience, right? So love is patience, means love is what? Love has a quality of being patient. And the same way it implies to the mother who is always very patient. Is your mother very hyper? No, they are very patient. They listen to you very nicely if you have any complaints. She listens to all the things what is said by the family members very patiently. She doesn't get angry. because she loves entire family. So her love is patient. So, and that is what you said, my mom is also like that, right? So the love of a mother, which is patient, right? So love of a mother is compared to patience. Metaphor, here again children, there is a comparison between two things or someone where something is common, but there is no as, like, and so used in the statement. But there is one key word, and that is used. Is is. That is a secret when we are doing English, right? That is what I'm going to teach you. So you must keep this secret with you all, okay? Like, we have already done this statement again and again. We are doing it repeatedly. Our soldiers are as brave as. It's a simile. But the same thing we can say, our soldiers are lion. Now you are saying, Miss, you are telling us a secret keyword, and where is? Miss, you don't know English. You are not a right teacher for us. Yes, one thing, if you are very smart children, you will pick out. See your subject. It is in which form? Soldiers. It is in a plural. So your is converted to are. Got it? So this a, only a quick, intelligent person will pick out. And I want you all to be like that, quick and intelligent. Pick out things, what I'm trying to tell you. Our soldiers are lion, right? Soldiers are plural, so is changed to plural, right? So bravery of a lion again is compared with soldier, or you can say soldier's bravery is compared to lion. Next, some examples. Now this is an example of is. Now you tell me what it is. Is there? Then you will say, yes, miss, is there? Yes, is there. But what is their subject? It is in a singular form. So we are talking about the camel is the ship of desert. The camel is compared to ship. How? The way the camel walks smoothly on the sand, sorry, the same way ship sails in the sea very smoothly. Suppose if we walk in the sand, our feet will sink. Can we walk on water that is in the sea? No. Our legs will sink. But camel can walk smoothly the way the ship can sail. So walking of a camel on the sand is compared to a sailing of a ship in a sea. Both can walk very smoothly, walk and sail, right? Life is a dream. Life is compared to a dream, right? We don't know what is going to happen. We all keep on dreaming. So life is compared to a dream. Next, we move on to personification. Personification means emotions, desires, sensations, everything is given human quality. Person means living person. Unification means changing, right? Personification means the quality is passed on, hmm, is changed, right? Inanimate substance is changed to be having a human quality of living. Let's see some examples. The sun smiled at us. Now the sun, which is inanimate, has been changed to a living thing, and that is to a human thing, or a human quality is given. of smiling. So this is personification. Now, second, we move on to s- the stars dance playfully in the moonlit sky. Now, stars. Are the stars really dancing? No. They are stationary. You must have studied in science. They are stationary. But they twinkle right at night. So the stars are given a quality of a beautiful girl who dances gracefully. That is, a twinkling of the stars is compared to a beautiful girl who's dancing gracefully. Next sentence, opportunity was knocking at her door. Now, opportunity is ek mauka, chance, one chance. Now, opportunity is inanimate, non living object, is given a quality of being living like a human being or of knocking. We only knock when we go to someone's place, we knock at the door, right? So it is given a human quality of knocking. Repetition, yes, I told you. Rhythmic effect. Automatically remember this, and it is very catchy. You don't need to think twice which figure of speech is that, because certain word or a group of word is repeated again and again to create a musical and rhyming effect. Let's see the example. The president said, work, work, and work are the keys of success. So work is repeated three times. Rhythmic effect and very effective, right? Because it attracts one's attention. Another example, the politician declared, we will fight, come what may, we will fight on all fronts, we will fight for 1,000 years. We will fight, we will fight, we will fight. Repeat it. Isn't it attracting our attention? So it is repetition also. The group of word is repeated, attracting our attention and giving a rhyming effect. If you think you can do it, you can do it. So you can do it is repeated, and that is what it is, created a rhyming effect and has attracted one's, that is your attention, or it attracts attention of people, right? Now let's see some more example of alliteration. Yes, now alliteration is repetition of not few words or a word. It is a repetition of a sound of particular alphabet. You know, it is a tongue twister. Sorry, it's a tongue twister. Let's see what it is. Rhythmic effect. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Per sound is repeated, not P. Per, per. She sells down the seashore. Sir sound is repeated. Got it? Now, one more example. When I read cat, choice is bad. So, choice, is it a CC? Is it alliteration? No. Cat kicks the ball. The k sound is repeated. It is a alliteration. Though the spelling different, but the sound is same. There is a difference in alphabets, but the sound is same. K. Now, these are the definitions, children. I want you all to write this definition in your notebook. So I am putting up along with the video. Simile, it is a direct comparison between two different objects, things, etc. using as, like, and so. Examples, I have given 3-4 examples in each, children. He is as brave as lion. The room is as hot as furnace. Life is as tedious as twice told tale. Metaphor, is a figure of speech in which two things are treated as one while comparing them. The words like, as, like, so are not used. He is a lion. This room is a furnace. Life is not a bed of roses. He was a lion. Now, when a sentence in the past tense is, are, it is converted. It is a type of a tense. So, is, are is converted to was when the sentence appears in a past tense. But you should be very quick enough to pick up. He was a lion in the fight. So, lion and he, you have to concentrate on the subject and object, right? Tansen, who is no more, who is dead, was called a chief jewel. So again, it is in a past tense, but you are comparing Tansen to a jewel. Hmm? Personification, person and person, fiction, non-living or not real. The roses are smiling and the wind was telling a fairy tale. Rose have a human activity of smiling and wind has a human action of telling fairy tales. Dancing and whistling, the leaves went. Dancing and whistling are the human activities, right? Given a quality of human beings. Clouds has a tongue of fire and flame. Tongue is a part of a human body. It is as if like it is having a fire and flame. Now next, alliteration and repetition. In this figure of speech, a letter is repeated. The first letter of the word is repeated. For fools fell in the fountain. First sound, right? F is repeated here. So you must always remember that sometimes letter is also repeated and sometimes sound, especially sound. So it is very easy to remember that. That is the clue of this alliteration. Over the waiting waves, there is a warning. Waiting waves. W is repeated, but the sound is very important, children. The black sky was blaring to burn blue. B sound, B is repeated here. Repetition in this figure of speech, word or phrase, etc. is repeated. Entire word is repeated here. Two and two makes four. No stir in air, no stir in the sea. So little they rose, so little they fell. So here two and two is repeated in the first. No stir in the. No stir in the is repeated in the second statement. So little they is repeated in the third statement. That's all for the day today, children. We continue this session in our next period. Thank you, children. Love you all. Stay safe and connected. Take care of your health, which is very important. Pandemic has not ended, but we should keep on studying, right? Have a nice day. Love you all.